Hillary Clinton lays groundwork for Biden's debate defeat. She said it's impossible to argue with Trump. They just keep lowering the bar. Just when you think the debate bar is low enough for Biden, they lower it even more. This is wild that this is happening, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that, and we're gonna talk about Hillary Clinton's take. I actually agree with a lot of what Hillary Clinton is saying. I just don't agree with it on she's saying it about Biden when it should be about Trump. But so we're gonna talk a little bit about that. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. All right, so let's talk about this news. Now, this comes from Slate News is the great Frank Bergman. Y'all know I love his reports. And he writes that Hillary Clinton has been laying the groundwork ahead of this week's first presidential debate by claiming that it's a waste of time trying to argue with President Donald Trump. In a guest essay for the New York Times on Tuesday, Clinton appeared to be preparing for Democrat President Joe Biden's widely expected defeat on the debate stage. Hillary claims that debating Trump is impossible because his arguments are not like in a normal debate. She said, quote, I know the excruciating pressure of walking onto the stage, and that is nearly impossible to focus on substance when Mr. Trump is involved, Clinton wrote as she advised Biden on how to approach the big day. Quote, it is a waste of time to try to refute Mr. Trump's arguments like in a normal debate. It's nearly impossible to identify what his arguments even are. Well, when it came to the first debate, the arguments were simple. He said your son's laptop is disgusting, and he said that the laptop isn't real. I mean, you can identify the arguments. What are you talking about? It's clear. But Biden is set to debate Trump during the CNN's presidential debate on Thursday. It will be the first in-person face-off between the two candidates since their debate in 2020. Clinton recounted an infamous 2016 town hall debate where Trump at times walked near her as she spoke. She said, quote, he interrupts and bullies, even stalking me around the stage at one point because he wants to appear dominant and throw his opponent off balance, Clinton said. But you got to admit that was a great tactic. It was a great tactic. Clinton argued Trump's strategies would fall flat if Biden is direct and forceful. How can that feeble old man be direct and forceful? Be for real. Is it even going to be Biden on stage? You know, a lot of people say they're gonna have to have a body double because there's no way he can do this. She went on to claim that Biden has, quote, facts and truth on his side. No, he has CNN on his side. That's going to help him through the debate. Nevertheless, Clinton put forward several excuses for Biden before he even steps foot on the debate stage. Hillary lamented that Biden had a disadvantage in preparing for the debate as an incumbent president. What does that even mean? He got time to practice the debate. If he has truth on his side, what is there even to prepare for? If he got the so-called truth on his side, right? But she suggests that he didn't have adequate time given his other duties. Biden has been preparing for the debate over the past week with his advisors at Camp David and will remain there until Thursday. As per the Biden campaign's list of demands, the CNN debate won't have a live audience, which I think is just wrong. You should have people there live. Trump and Biden will also have their mics muted outside their speaking times. Something else I really don't like. Yeah, they could just mute you off. I mean, I don't agree with that tactic at all. But additionally, candidates won't be allowed to speak to their campaign aides during commercial breaks. I agree with that. We got to make sure that Biden don't have anything in his ear, though, right? Like we see with Hillary. Trump and Biden aren't allowed to bring props or notes either. I don't mind them having notes, but props I agree with. The debate is historically early in the general election cycle. It is happening before the two men are officially nominated by their respective parties. I wonder why that is. The timing of the event has led to speculation that the Democrats are planning to drop Biden if he fails to defeat Trump during the debate. that was my point. That's what I was kind of hinting at there. Clinton, who was defeated by Trump in 2016, suggested viewers pay attention to how Biden and Trump talk about people. She urged voters to focus on the fundamentals and what's at stake in this election and think about the real choices. And again, this is what I say. I agree with her on that. I don't disagree with Hillary there. Think about the real choices. We got Biden and we got Trump. How was your life better? Who was your life better under? You know what I'm saying? Look at the real choices. So I agree with that. It's between chaos and competence, Clinton wrote, pointing to Trump's felony convictions. I do agree with chaos and competence, and but I disagree on who has chaos and who has competence. We all know that the chaos is coming from the Biden administration. Look at what's going on here. Look at the economy. You all know. I bring it up every video. And we know that the felony convictions are bullcrap. The 30-something counts. What is it? 34 counts. It really could have been one count. Every time they put money, every time they paid made a payment to the lawyer, that's another count. So really, technically, it was only one count. They just added them up. They added them up like they shouldn't have in the first place. And then it shouldn't have been a felony in the first place. It should have been a misdemeanor. Y'all know I talked about that before as well. But Clinton also suggests that whatever happened during the debate won't matter because of the contrast between the two candidates. She said, quote, "This election is between a convicted criminal out for revenge and a president who delivers results for the American people," she said. Well, I don't agree with that. And she goes on to say, "This election is..." I went over that. She said, "No matter what happens in the debate, that's an easy choice. The CNN presidential debate will air Thursday night at 9 p.m. You best believe I'm going to be watching it. I might even be watching it live and streaming it. But Clinton has been frustrated by voters who struggle to choose between Trump and Biden. Said, quote, "We have two old candidates," she told MSNBC in May. Like she's not around the same age as them, right? "One is, yes, old and effective, has passed legislation that I think is going to put America on such a strong footing for the future, is compassionate, cares about people, tries hard to make the right decision, and they are complicated. She said the other is old and dangerous." I mean, why is it that hard of a choice for people? She just don't get it because she lives in her bubble. Everything is fine for her. She probably made a bunch of money under Biden, like most of the elites have, and don't understand why we are for Trump because we were prospering under Trump. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.